How's it going, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a brand new episode of Strictly Nintendo, where we're going to be checking out Mario Kart 8. Now, does this game need a review? Not at all. We all knew it was going to be amazing, and Nintendo did not disappoint in any way, shape, or form. In fact, it is the definition of the very level that we expect from Nintendo, which proves that they are in a league of their own and that they're one of the best, if not the best developer in the industry, and just why they're so darn important to the industry. And when I say that the motto of this channel is that gaming is, always has been, and should always be first and foremost about fun, Mario Kart 8 is the epitome of that saying. You will have a blast with this game, assuming that you're not already. And with the Mario Kart TV feature where you can take video highlights of your races and post them to Miiverse to share with fellow Nintendo gamers, or even post them to your YouTube account to share with the world, there's plenty of fun to go around. Nintendo really knocked it out of the park, creating something very special here. So let's take a look at just what Mario Kart 8 has to offer. Now, there's a number of ways that you can enjoy Mario Kart 8, and this includes the Wii Remote mounted into the steering wheel accessory, the Wii Remote and Nunchuck, the Classic Controller, the Pro Controller, and the Gamepad. And with the Gamepad, you can choose to steer your kart with either the left analog stick or the internal motion controls, and you can switch in real time between these two selections, all at the touch of a thumb. The gamepad screen is also your horn. Of course, the left trigger and bumper also double as your horn when you're not holding an item. It also displays your map as well as the position of the racers on the track, and this is a nice feature because it opens up the TV screen, allowing you to see more of the beautiful environments in this game, which, by the way, be sure to stay on track because the grass and the mud on the sides of the road can really hold you up, slow you down, and take away your competitive edge. And of course, the gamepad displays the gameplay as well, so you can enjoy the game off TV when the TV is not accessible, or if it's late at night where you don't want to disturb others and you can pop in your headphones and enjoy it right there on the screen. And of course, when playing in multiplayer mode, the individual with the gamepad can enjoy the game on the screen while everybody else is enjoying the TV. Now, Mario Kart 8 introduces 3 new items. The first one is the boomerang, which gives you 3 throws to hit your competitors, both on the throw out and the return. Of course, on the third throw, it doesn't return, but this gives you plenty of opportunities to hit your competitors just in case you miss them, or if you're really accurate, take several of them out. There's also the potted piranha plant, which lunges forward and will scoop up coins as well as attack your competitors. And when it lunges forward, it also gives you a slight speed boost, which is a nice feature. And of course, there is also the new super horn, which is really cool because if you have a lot of competitors around you, you can blow the horn and knock them off the course and get a competitive edge on them, as well as it defends against all the turtle shells, including the spiky blue shell that has plagued us for so long. And now we finally have a defense against it, but don't expect to get the super horn quite often. But keep in mind, you can only hold one item, so now there's a new dynamic where you have to choose when to use an item, when to hold on to an item, or are you going to sacrifice it in hopes that that next item cube is going to give you something better. Of course, you can still hold a banana peel or a shell to the rear of your cart as a defensive move, as well as throw the banana peel forward and shoot the turtle shells to the rear. Now, another great dynamic of the game is just how much your choice in character as well as your kart design matters. While Yoshi might be nice and lightweight, giving you an edge in being fast and nimble, he's not going to fare too well in a game of bumper cars with a heavyweight like Bowser. And this in combination with the kart design that you choose, whether you're going with a kart, motorcycle, or ATV chassis, the wheels you choose, as well as the parasail hang glider accessory you choose, all have an effect on your performance in regards to top speed, acceleration, handling, and traction. Now, of course, the main aspect of this game is the new anti-gravity feature, which was done very tastefully and very artistically, creating unique experiences, enhancing gameplay, and evolving the series. Some of the courses utilize anti-gravity in a very smooth and organic way, and some of them will really mess with your head, but in either application, it's a ton of fun. And this is further established in the reimagining of older courses, such as Toad's Turnpike. While it is brought up to date, it's still Toad's Turnpike, and the utilization of anti-gravity They didn't tweak the course so much as to make it feel like that was forced on you. There's just a section of the course where you can ride up on the wall and bypass traffic and your competitors, getting an edge and utilizing this great new feature, but it's still at the core Toad's Turnpike and doesn't take away from that familiarity. But there's something unique about the transformation of your cart, the way it pops up and the wheels turn sideways and the neon lights start to glow and slightly reflect off the course. There's a weight to it that really drives home that something significant just happened. Your cart just transformed and you're now defying gravity, and it really enhances that aspect of the anti-gravity feature and makes it such a unique experience and a lot of fun. And it was just done so well and done in that fashion that only Nintendo could provide us. And the course designs in the game are absolutely breathtaking. There's a real depth and dimension to all the courses that bring a life to the game. And key aspects such as when you're racing on the beach and there's a blue ocean haze to things, giving you a real sense and feel of the environment. Many of the courses have things going on in the background that brings more livelihood and more energy to the courses. On the airport course, when you jump off a ramp onto the wing of a plane through the cargo hole and off the other wing, an Electrodome where you're driving across a section of the course and there's these rainbow cubes coming off the back of your cart on the ground. There's screens of Koopa Troopas dancing and there's speakers pumping. There's a music course where you drive over the keys of a piano and it plays a scale part that is in tempo and key with the background music that is really cool. Just a lot of great aspects in these new courses and a lot of great aspects in the reimagining of previous courses, but not sacrificing the nostalgia and familiarity of these tracks, but bringing them up to the new generation in a very refreshed and revitalized experience. The developers and designers of these courses did a phenomenal job at creating unique experiences and enhancing the gameplay of this series, bringing it to the new generation with a fresh and upbeat feel, and they gave us 32 amazing tracks to enjoy, whether we're playing in single-player mode or online. Of course, there's skills that you're going to want to hone to command your way through these courses, whether it's drifting through a tight turn at high speeds to keep your lead or move your advancement forward, to cart hopping off the end of the ramp to get a little bit of a boost as you're going into the air, and with an anti-gravity mode, bumping into the players or bumpers in the course just the right way to get a little speed boost and give you that cutting edge, all of these which you'll utilize to win in the Grand Prix of the 50, 100, and 150cc, as well as when you're racing with other Nintendo gamers online, which, by the way, Nintendo had the online up and running smoothly and perfectly on launch day, which is a miracle in this industry today. You can't say that about too many games that have come out very recently, but that's why Nintendo's in a league of their own. They got it done and they did it right. And the online is great. Whether you're playing single player or dual player, you can play online with friends, with other Nintendo gamers regionally, or with Nintendo gamers from around the world, up to 12 players at a time, in versus or battle mode. And you can host a great time by creating your own tournament and just meet up online and have a blast. And of course, you can't dismiss the graphics of this game. They are very clean, crisp, the colors are vibrant, there's lots of details. It's just an overall beautiful game. And the music is absolutely amazing as well, and it really works in tandem with the graphics to really bring a lot of life and energy to the game. And there's little things, little details that Nintendo really did well, such as the discolorization of the exhaust pipes as if the heat has changed the finish of the chrome, just like in real life, to how the shells shatter on impact, and how the carts leave skid marks on the tracks, but on the anti-gravity sections of the tracks, those skid marks are a neon blue. And I know that these aspects don't affect gameplay, but it's the fact that they cared enough to pay attention to even these small details. It's just another testament of why we love them so much. And this attention to detail is further reflected in the lighting effects of the game. Whether it's the sunlight reflecting on wet surfaces of the course, the smooth pastel glow of the item cubes projecting on the road below, as well as the neon blue projection of the lights from your cart when you're in anti-gravity mode, all the way to the light refracting through the ripples of the surface of the water onto the course below when you're underwater. And that crystal clear water is quite beautiful as well. When you land in it, the splash that you make, when you go underwater and you have the bubbles coming off of your propeller, as well as the bubbles off the propellers of your competitors, as well as when you come out of the water and there's little droplets of water on the screen of your television, those little details just really kind of enhance the environment and are just a nice touch. Your kart also leaves tire tracks in the sand, dirt, mud, snow, and clouds. That's right, you get to race in the clouds. But they also accumulate those substances and your tires get dirty. If you're on asphalt or wood, your tires look like your tires. But if you're on sand, you build up sand and your tires become a little tan. But it maintains a grittiness, it maintains a texture that coincides with the surface of the sand. And when you're on dirt, it's more of a brown coating to the tires, snow, white. But the cool thing is that it builds up gradually. It's not like you're on asphalt, then you go to sand and all of a sudden your tires are dirty. It takes a couple seconds to build up. And then when you get off of the sand or dirt onto asphalt or wood, it takes a couple seconds for it to go away. Of course, if you splash in water, or go underwater, then it comes washing off, pretty quickly. But if you just go through some light surface water, it'll only come off a little bit. And it's little details like that that were really nice, just things that I appreciated about the game that I feel just further enhanced the environmental aspects of the game. Now, I'm sure that this review is just preaching to the choir, and the vast majority of you already own this game or have plans to get it. If you don't, stop this video now and go to the store. I'll wait. Seriously. So hopefully you've returned from the store and you've gotten this game, because this is a must-own. It is a defining game of the Wii U generation and will remain valid through the generational life of the console. And we now know that the game is DLC ready with the recent announcement of the Mercedes-Benz kart. And that's a really cool feature. And we know with Pikmin 3 that Nintendo is very reasonable with their DLC pricing. And there's a lot of potential and possibilities for enhancing the gameplay of Mario Kart 8, as well as revitalizing the replay value over time. I can see different karts, packages that you can buy, and this would definitely enhance the gameplay because how you design your kart affects the performance. There could be new courses added for online play, as well as the NFC figures that were recently announced. How cool will it be, if when these characters start rolling out, down the road you can play Mario Kart as Samus, Fox McCloud, or even Alf or Captain Olimar. The possibilities are endless. I mean, you already have over 30 characters, including your Mii, but to have those characters at your fingertips as well, that's replay value for sure. If you've seen any of my reviews or any of my past videos, I don't rate a 10 out of 10. I always feel that there's room for improvement, no matter how great a game is. And typically I do a 9 out of 10 or a 7 out of 10 or even an 8.5 and do a half point, something of that nature. With this game, I have not been so excited and so impressed by a game in so long. I'm going to be bold and go straight to the 9.9 out of 10. Hands down, a must-own, and the reason I'm going to go to a 9.9 out of 10 is I'm looking at three major aspects. 1, can the game stand on its own? Yes. 2, does it continue the series with the core fundamentals and traditions that makes it a Mario Kart game? Yes. And 3, does it enhance and evolve the series to maintain that series relevancy in the new generation? And again, that's a yes. Nintendo really knocked it out of the park, creating something very unique while maintaining the core fundamentals that we expect in a Mario Kart series. This is such a blast. I mean, it's definitely a system shifter. It's one of the big games that we've been waiting for. I expect to enjoy it, but I didn't expect to enjoy it as much as I do. On launch day, I'm sitting there from 9 p.m. to 3:30 a.m. racing with people from all over the world and just having fun. And it's like, well, I really need to get to bed. Oh, and one more race. This is a great game, and it just shows why Nintendo is still king. That will do it for this episode of Strictly Nintendo. Hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I hope to see you in the next episode, as well as on the racetrack. Look me up on Miiverse, and we'll definitely hit the courses. Take care.